Are you struggling to find the perfect place for a first date? In this video, I'm gonna cover all of that and how to find the perfect place to take her. I wanna emphasize that it is so sexy for you to make the first move, for you to take the lead and get this date moving. Why I say that? Because there's so many times that I've seen girls get in this mistake, this pitfall of continuing to chat. They're vibing really well, you know, and it just gets stuck in limbo. It gets stuck in limbo because it's just on the screen, you guys are just talking, and that's it. I want you to be different. Do not be that person. You are better than that. Make the first move and ask her out on a date. And be very definitive. A date, a time, and a place. And commit to it. She's gonna find that super sexy. You're gonna stand out above the crowd because you are moving this date forward. Isn't that what you want? Beyond that screen with a bunch of words and letters, don't you want to see her face to face and see who she is? I hope the answer is yes. Hi, my name's Lisa and I make YouTube videos about LGBT dating and my dating journey. Today I'm going to cover how to find the perfect place to take your date on the first date. And why I say the first date is because the first date is going to be so different compared to your 5th date, your 7th date, maybe even your 20th date if you want to go all the way down there. But the first date, I want you to remember, it is the time for you to see if you guys have chemistry. If this is somebody you want to continue to pursue, if this is somebody you want to invest your time in. I know a lot of people get very stressed out, nervous when it comes to their first date with a person, especially if you're somebody who hasn't gone on a whole lot of dates. If not even that, this is really a date that you have a lot of hopes for and you don't want to screw up. Do not stress about it because you're really there to see if this person is a good fit for you. And if it isn't, do not stress, because if you're going to continue pursuing this person, it's only going to waste your time. Okay, your time is valuable. Like I said, it's very important to have the correct mindset. So remember, you're there to, 1, get to know the person, 2, make sure you have fun. You're there to have fun, be in your element, vibing, be yourself, be loose, be who you are, because otherwise it's not going to be a good litmus test to see if you guys are a good fit or not. 3, from you vibing, having chemistry, create intimacy, create a bond. This is only gonna strengthen you guys being together. She's gonna want something more. Point 4, you're gonna want to make the next move. Oh no, you just made a move. Now you have to keep making moves. Yes, this doesn't stop. You're gonna continue to do that until it's locked in, or you know, this relationship, it is moving on its own. Is this somebody that you want to just hook up? Okay, if that's really what you want to do, go on for it. And please be transparent with your intentions. You don't want to make it seem like you're coming off as a girlfriend and it actually ends up being more of a hookup. And people are going to get hurt. Trusts are going to be broken. Do not be that person. If you're somebody who's looking for a more committed relationship, for a girlfriend, then consider it maybe going on another date of being something more intimate. And that will be another video for later. But today we're gonna focus on just the first date. The very first date. So on to, what are venues and places that you wanna go for? And my recommendation is a very classical one. It's a classical one for a good reason. I'm talking about an evening dinner date. Why is this a good fit? Well, in this place, you guys kind of know each other a little bit, but you want to get the vibe, you know, get to know this person, seeing them and how they are beyond the phone screen. And going out to eat dinner is a perfect place for this. You get to sit down and see how they are. You can get those questions of, oh, what do you do for a living? What are your passions? What do you hope to see yourself in the next 10 years? I know these are more like interview questions, but amongst all these questions, I mean, they are very important because you want to see like their values and who they are as a person, their interests. In between all of that, you can make small talk, jokes, whatever, to see if you guys have chemistry. Not only that, being in a restaurant setting, you can look for mannerisms, and if they're being rude to the waiter, that is a huge red flag, huge. I would not want to date somebody who is rude to their waiter, doesn't tip, those sorts of things. And I know restaurants may sound boring to some people, but there's so much variety when it comes to that. If you're a place like in Orlando, for example, there's so many places to pick. Every restaurant, every food place has their own vibe, their own cuisine. You know, there's personality to them. And you can pick and choose to fit which, you know, date to which restaurant you pick. Also, who doesn't like food? One thing I like to do is a two-bird, one-stone kind of approach. Being a place like Orlando, there are so many restaurants available, and I want to go and try them out. Now, I use these dates. Yes, I want to meet the person, but if I go on this date and I pick one of these restaurants I want to try out, if the date doesn't work out, I would at least be able to walk away being happy with the event, being happy spending my time there because I got to try this new food, this new restaurant. Now, if you like that, please go ahead and hit the like button for that great tip. You can go ahead and use that. But if you're in a place that doesn't have a wide variety of restaurants to pick from, that's okay. When I was in Fort Myers, I liked to go to World of Beer. It was a very simple place, a brewery, cheap bar food, whatever. I would always be taking my dates there because it was just really simple. It was nice, outdoor, chill view, modern. It wasn't breaking the bank. I don't want you to go out and spending so much on your first date if you don't even know if this person's gonna work out. If you're going on a lot of dates, which you may end up trying to find the good person and a good match for you, you don't want to be going on all these expensive dates. That's only going to burn a hole in your wallet. One of the things you want to keep in mind when you're picking a place to go for dinner, it's one, quiet enough at least for you guys to have a conversation. It's nice to have some cocktails there available because alcohol is an anxiolytic, so it's easy to kind of get people talking, feel more comfortable when it comes to having a little bit of alcohol in you. Obviously, you don't want to get sloshed, drink responsibly, but use that for your advantage. A huge bonus point, what I look for is when it comes to not just looking for restaurants, I try to look for the entire area. Because going to the restaurant is date spot number one, but what are you gonna do afterwards? Are you just gonna go to your car and then say bye? I did do that once actually because I really didn't like the girl and I just wanted to go home. But if you see that things are going well, you can make the date more interesting. For example, my first date was in Hyde Park at Tampa. It's this rows of shops and restaurants. Great place to just walk around any time of the day, any time of the year. This was around Christmas, so it was decked out with all the lights, really pretty, super cute. We went to Bar Taco, got tacos, and we had the entire place to pretty much walk around and look. We ended up walking around, looking at houses, and just making comments and complimenting the houses and just hanging out in the area. And I feel like having that second part to the restaurant makes it feel like you've gone on 2 dates even, and gives room, space for you guys to have a more intimate interaction. Pro tip, super huge bonus, take advantage of that. Okay, places that you want to avoid. And contrary to what I said before, where you wanted a quiet place to sit down and talk, what you don't want to do is take her to a place, yes, they serve food, drinks, whatever, but they're having a live band, it's so loud and you cannot hear her. You can't even talk. You're like, what? What? Do not do that. Don't take her to a club. Don't take her to like a music festival. That's just like too intense for a first date. I made the mistake of taking a girl to an arcade place. Granted, we did sit down and have dinner, and I did pay money for like credits. It was Dave & Buster, but me and this girl did not jive. She was just, didn't really have much of a personality, and I just did not have the will to want to play games with her afterwards. And that was money wasted, so don't make that mistake. I know some people may suggest going on some like unique dates, like an aquarium. I would say an aquarium probably could work if you know, if they have some snacks, some food. You could try that out, but I would suggest saving those more exotic, unique dates for even like the second date even. Second, if you know this girl is gonna be fun to hang out with. I would avoid going to the movie theater. It is a terrible place to go on for a first date. You go see the movie, you're not supposed to talk. You just sit there, you watch a movie, and that's it. Unless you're gonna go get food afterwards, I think that would be a good add-on to that. You guys can talk about the movie and get to know each other after that. But just the movie, it's a no-go. All right, so how do you pick a place? Like, how do you find these places? So you know what you're looking for. You're looking for a restaurant, a good venue, place you can walk around, things to see, things to do, walk around and talk about stuff. How do you find it? Google Maps is gonna be your best friend. Google Maps. I like seeing it all visually, and you can kind of see just everything around, and plus you get Google reviews. You can see what people are commenting on, photos. Having the geography is beneficial in that you can kind of map out what's close to you and what's close to her. You guys can kind of meet in the middle, or if you want to take the leap and just drive all the way to her area, that's fine too. In addition, you can kind of see, like, literally visually, if there are shopping malls or there are other shops in the area. Like I said, I'd like to pick places that have other things outside of the restaurant to do. A good example is going to get ice cream afterwards. I've been to this area where you go get food and just taking a walk, walking the food off, right? Walking the food off and you go get ice cream. Great next step. Besides Google, you can use Yelp. I'm not a huge Yelp person, but Yelp provides a lot of options. They do lists of stuff for things that they recommend in the area. They also have reviews, pictures, so you use that information to your advantage. Yelp is great. Instagram. If you've finally picked on a place, I'd suggest you check the place out on Instagram. They have plenty of photos on there, their food, their vibe even. So the vibe is also important to kind of fit in with who you are, and also if it matches the other person's personality, and see if this will be a good fit for your first date. Not only that, a pro tip, checking Instagram and its vibe can give you an idea of what to wear for the date. You can also see other people who are tagged on Instagram to give you ideas as well. You don't want to show up being super well dressed when it's like a very casual bar. That would be kind of weird. There's also TikTok. I found some great recommendations through TikTok. I've been saving them, whatever, like, it's just like for you, you know? Like, I didn't really plan on going on a date to this place, but this was a place I want to check out. Saved it, and I remembered, oh yeah, like, we should go to this this bar by Disney Springs, and super amazing, had great drinks, whatever. Another great resource. And besides the internet and all that, do not forget word of mouth. You have friends, coworkers that recommend a particular place for you to check out. Yeah, now's your time. Go and check it out with this other person. And do not forget, if this is a place that requires a reservation, do not forget to book the reservation. You don't want to be that person that shows up and be like, hey, I'm here. And you guys show up to the booth and they can't give you a table because you didn't do your homework, you didn't make the reservation, and then you kind of look stupid. And you gotta go look for, I don't know, a plan B. Hopefully that plan B is not Waffle House. So those are my recommendations for picking the great place for your first date. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you like more content like this and you found value, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on another video. Like I said, my name is Lisa. I make YouTube videos on LGBT dating and my dating journey. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video, and I will see you next time.